Take a global bite-sized tour of 17 iconic street foods that define cities around the world. From pad thai on Bangkok's street corners to doner kebab in Berlin's Turkish districts, we'll show where to find them and why they're beloved. We'll thread through Osaka's Yatai, Mumbai's railway stations, Saigon's sidewalks, and more as each dish carries a neighborhood story. Ready for a flavorful journey across markets, night stalls, and food trucks? Your passport is a plate. 1. Pad Thai from Bangkok's street corners. Bangkok is hands down one of the best street food cities in the world, serving up Pad Thai, stir-fried noodles with shrimp, tofu, peanuts, and a tamarind-based sauce. Walking through the bustling streets of Thailand's capital feels like navigating an endless culinary playground. For an authentic experience, head to Chinatown, Yaowarat Road, or Jod Fair's Night Market, two of the best street food markets in Bangkok. The sizzle of noodles hitting hot woks creates a symphony that draws hungry locals and tourists alike. What makes Bangkok's Pad Thai special isn't just the perfectly balanced sweet and sour flavor profile. It's watching vendors work their magic on portable gas burners while tuk-tuks honk nearby. About 60–70% of urban residents in Thailand regularly visit street food vendors. The rise of the country's tourism industry has also contributed to the popularity of Thai street food. 2. Takoyaki from Osaka's Yatai stall. Takoyaki, fried octopus balls topped with mayo and bonito flakes, represents the heart of Japanese street food culture. These golden spheres aren't just snacks, they're edible entertainment. Take takoyaki, for example. These octopus balls are a classic street food trend sprinkled with katsuobushi fish flakes. The heat from the octopus balls makes the paper-thin flakes sway around in the hot air, giving the impression of moving octopus tentacles. Explore Tsukiji Outer Market or Ameya Yokocho for an unforgettable experience. With the 2025 World Expo on the horizon, it's the perfect time to explore Osaka's highly acclaimed Michelin-starred dining scene. The Yatai vendors don't just serve food, they serve theater, twirling metal picks with the precision of maestros conducting an orchestra. 3. Tacos al Pastor from Mexico City Market. Mexico City is packed with street food stalls serving up bold, flavorful dishes. This is the place to go if you love tacos, but there's so much more to try as well. Tacos al Pastor, marinated pork cooked on a vertical spit, served on corn tortillas with pineapple and salsa. The shawarma-inspired cooking method tells a fascinating story of Lebanese immigration to Mexico in the early 20th century. Visit Mercado de San Juan or El Callejón de los Milagros for some of the best street food in the world. The Michelin Guide launched in Mexico, spotlighting its compelling culinary scene, with Mexico City leading the charge. Rooted in centuries-old heritage, the city offers traditional dishes like tacos al pastor and mole, prepared with ancient techniques and heirloom ingredients. These aren't just meals, they're cultural artifacts served on tortillas. 4. Pho from Ho Chi Minh City's street stalls. Vietnam is another street food hotspot, and Ho Chi Minh City is its beating heart. The flavors here are fresh, and every dish is packed with herbs and spices. Pho, a steaming bowl of noodle soup with beef or chicken, flavored with aromatic herbs. This isn't just soup, it's liquid poetry served in ceramic bowls by vendors who've perfected their recipes over decades. The magic happens before sunrise when vendors begin simmering beef bones for hours, creating broths so complex they could make grown adults weep with joy. To find the best eats, explore Ben Ton Market or the street stalls in District 1. Dorling Kindersley describes the street food of Vietnam as being fresh and lighter than many of the cuisines in the area, and drawing heavily on herbs, chili peppers and lime. 5. Vada Pav from Mumbai's railway station. Mumbai's street food is bold, spicy, and completely addictive. The mix of textures and flavors makes every bite exciting. Vada Pav, a spicy potato fritter in a bun, often called the Indian burger. This humble creation has become Mumbai's unofficial mascot, feeding millions of commuters daily. The crispy exterior gives way to fluffy, spiced potatoes that dance on your tongue with cumin, turmeric, and chilies. For the best experience, check out Chowpatty Beach or Muhammad Ali Road. In Mumbai you will find packed, pavement kiosks selling pakoras, pastries stuffed with spicy meat, as well the city's own special dish, Bombay potatoes, which is boiled potatoes topped with a spicy tomato sauce. Whilst food in India is always cheap, the street food can usually be picked up for less than $1. 6. Banh mi from Saigon's sidewalk vendors. Banh mi, a French-inspired sandwich filled with pate, pickled veggies, and meat, represents Vietnam's colonial history on a baguette. No list of great street food would be complete without banh mi, a legacy of French colonial rule in Vietnam. The key ingredient is a thinner and crispier version of the classic baguette, made with rice and wheat flour. This is usually filled with a fresh and colorful mix of coriander, pickled carrot, daikon and meats ranging from pork belly to chicken. Every bite delivers a symphony of textures: crispy bread, tender meat, crunchy vegetables, and creamy pâté. Vietnamese vendors have perfected the art of assembly line sandwich making, creating personalized masterpieces in under 2 minutes. The pickled vegetables provide that essential acidic punch that cuts through rich meats, while fresh cilantro adds an herbaceous brightness that makes each sandwich feel like a small celebration. 7. Simit from Istanbul's Harbor District. Istanbul's street food scene is a perfect blend of Middle Eastern and Mediterranean flavors. The city is famous for its snacks and hearty dishes that keep you going all day. Simit, a sesame-crusted bread ring, often compared to a bagel. But calling simit just a Turkish bagel would be like calling the Hagia Sophia just another building. These golden rings have been satisfying Istanbul residents since Ottoman times. Head to Eminönü Square or Karaköy for some of the best street food markets in Istanbul. Street vendors carry glass-enclosed carts, keeping simits warm while ferry passengers and locals grab these portable breakfast rings. The sesame seeds create a nutty crunch that pairs perfectly with Turkish tea from nearby vendors. 8. Arepas from Bogota's morning markets. These round corn cakes filled with cheese or meat are a ubiquitous comida rápida, fast food, in Colombia, where there are myriad regional specialities across the country. Arepas are much thicker than tortillas and will usually be grilled or baked before being stuffed or topped with cheese. Bogotá is one of the best places to try them. Here, they're particularly popular for breakfast. These golden pockets of joy represent comfort food at its finest, with crispy exteriors giving way to soft, pillowy interiors. Colombian vendors prepare arepas on flat griddles, creating those characteristic charred spots that add smoky flavor. The versatility is remarkable. They can be sweet or savory, simple or stuffed with elaborate fillings. The main square around Trinidad Church in Cartagena comes to life each night and is packed with churchgoers praying, kids playing football and backpackers drinking cold aguila beer and eating traditional Colombian food from the plentiful vendors. The street food stalls usually turn up after dark and keep on serving till the early hours of the morning. 9. Jerk chicken from Kingston's Jerk Center. When it comes to jerk chicken, there's no beating the real deal fresh from a smoky jerk hut. Recipes are closely guarded secrets, but all start with chicken on the bone slathered in a marinade of allspice, thyme, Scotch bonnet chilies, ginger and spring onions. The meat is left overnight to absorb the flavors before being grilled over a pimento wood barbecue, often made from a recycled oil drum. From a beachside bar or roadside stall, Jamaican jerk chicken is best enjoyed with rice and a cold red striped beer. Jerk has been a Jamaican tradition for generations, passed down by indigenous communities, and it came to the attention of everybody else from the 17th century onwards. Chicken is marinated or rubbed in jerk spices, usually containing allspice and chilies, then grilled until juicy and hot. Famously fiery, it's a street food favorite throughout the island, and it's enjoyed in many countries all over the world. The smoke from pimento wood creates an irreplaceable aromatic signature that makes your mouth water from blocks away. 10. Empanadas from Buenos Aires food trucks. It's hard to say for sure that the empanada definitely originated in Spain, because the portable turnover is associated with cuisines from all over the world, including Argentina and the Philippines. But it's generally believed that the empanada's roots stretch back to 8th century Galicia in northwest Spain. Since then, they've become popular in many places, and rightly so. After all, who can resist a baked or fried pastry that's filled to bursting with meat, cheese or vegetables. Argentina has elevated the empanada to an art form, with each province boasting distinct filling combinations and folding techniques. Buenos Aires street vendors serve them piping hot from small ovens, the golden pastry crackling as you bite through to reveal savory beef, onions, and hard-boiled eggs. The crimped edges aren't just decorative, they tell stories, with different patterns indicating various fillings for those in the know. 11. Pierogi from Krakow's Market Square. You'll find versions of pierogi all over Eastern Europe, but Krakow is the only city we know of that has an entire festival dedicated to this handmade dumpling. Pierogi are made from a simple dough of flour, egg, water and salt, which is then shaped into parcels and filled with meat, potatoes or cheese. They're boiled first and then fried in butter. Delicious. These tender pockets represent the soul of Polish comfort food, served steaming hot from busy market stalls. Poland's street food is hearty and satisfying. Pierogi, dumplings, are a must-try, but you'll also find kielbasa, sausages, and plaki ziemniaczane, potato pancakes, served fresh from food trucks or stalls in cities like Warsaw and Krakow. The vendors often fry them to order, creating crispy bottoms while maintaining pillowy tops. Watching babcias, grandmothers, roll dough with practiced efficiency is like witnessing culinary meditation in action. 12. Fish and chips from London's Borough Market. Britain's most iconic street food has been satisfying hungry souls since the 1860s, when Jewish immigrants first started serving fried fish alongside chips. Camden Lock is a haven for street food. British cuisine is universally derided as being pretty terrible, which is absolutely unfair. Whilst fish and chips is a bit cod, lol. The truth is that London is a truly metropolitan city with residents drawn from all around the world. The perfect fish and chips requires premium white fish wrapped in crispy, beer-battered coating that shatters at first bite. London's best vendors use only sustainably caught cod or haddock, hand-cut thick chips, and serve everything wrapped in paper with mushy peas and malt vinegar. The key lies in the batter, light, airy, and golden, creating a protective shell that steams the fish to flaky perfection. Borough Market vendors have perfected this balance, creating queues of locals who wouldn't dream of eating pre-made versions from chain restaurants. 13. Souvlaki from Athens street corners. Greek food is a dream for street food lovers. From souvlaki to gyros, Greece's street food game is unbeatable. You'll find grilled meats, fresh salads, and tangy tzatziki served up in pitas, making it the perfect on-the-go meal. If you're in Athens, you can't miss a visit to the food stalls that line the streets. These skewered meat masterpieces have been fueling Greek workers and revelers since ancient times, grilled over glowing charcoal and served with warm pita bread. The magic happens when marinated pork or chicken hits screaming hot grills, creating those coveted charred edges while maintaining juicy interiors. Greek vendors serve souvlaki with generous dollops of tzatziki, fresh tomatoes, onions, and sometimes French fries stuffed right into the pita. The combination of smoky meat, cool yogurt sauce, and warm bread creates a harmony that makes you understand why this simple concept has survived millennia. 14. Bunny chow from Durban's Indian Quarter. Don't worry bunny lovers, this South African snack is rabbit-free. It consists of a hollowed-out loaf of bread filled with a fragrant curry, usually chicken or mutton. As you might guess, bunny chow has its origins in India, but it is now Durban's most famous street food, and no visit to South Africa is complete without trying it. This ingenious creation emerged from the Indian community's need for portable lunches during apartheid-era restrictions. Vendors hollow out quarter loaves of white bread, creating edible bowls that soak up aromatic curry gravies. The bread serves as both container and utensil, with diners tearing off pieces to scoop up the spiced meat and vegetables. What started as necessity has become beloved street food, representing South Africa's complex cultural fusion. The curry recipes vary by family and vendor, but all share that essential balance of heat, spice, and comfort that makes bunny chow irresistibly satisfying. 15. Bao from Taipei's night market. Taiwan's street food sold at night markets is well known in Asia, especially that from the city of Tainan. The Dadong Night Market in Tainan has a large unique variety of foods such as oyster omelets, corn on the cob, fried squid, fried eel noodles, fish balls and pork blood, Taiwanese hot dogs, and ice cream on a stick. Taiwan's pillowy steamed buns have conquered street food scenes worldwide, but nothing beats the original night market experience where vendors serve them fresh from bamboo steamers. These cloud-like buns embrace various fillings: braised pork belly, pickled vegetables, crushed peanuts with cilantro, or even modern innovations like fried chicken. Among the standout vendors are popular eateries such as Bao by Kaya Bao, serving up Taiwanese street food at its best, with pillowy gua bao, hearty noodle bowls, and crave-worthy rice dishes. The steaming process creates that signature texture, soft, slightly sweet, and perfect for absorbing rich, savory fillings. 16. Ramen from Tokyo's Yatai district. Believe it or not, although ramen is a Japanese dish, many sources say that it actually originated in China. Modern-day ramen, however, is unquestionably associated with Japan, with nearly every region of the island nation having its own version. Chinese wheat noodles are served in a broth that is typically meat or fish-based, and soy sauce or miso is used as flavoring, as well as toppings such as a boiled egg, sliced pork, crispy duck, scallions or dried seaweed. Popular throughout the world, ramen can be found at street vendors in Japan, as well as ramen shops, karaoke halls, amusement parks and more. Ramen, whose predecessor was originally brought to Japan by Chinese immigrants in the late 19th or early 20th century, began as a street food for Chinese laborers and students who lived in Yokohama Chinatown. However, ramen gradually became a national dish of Japan and even acquired regional variations as it spread across the country. Today's street vendors serve steaming bowls that represent hours of preparation, rich tonkatsu broths simmered for up to 24 hours, house-made noodles with perfect chew, and toppings arranged with artistic precision. 17. Doner kebab from Berlin's Turkish districts. Germany's adopted street food phenomenon emerged from Turkish immigration in the 1970s, transforming late-night dining culture across Europe. These rotating towers of seasoned meat, carved fresh and stuffed into warm pita with crisp vegetables and garlic sauce, have become Berlin's unofficial street food ambassador. Turkish vendors brought their homeland recipes and adapted them for German palates, creating something entirely new yet authentically delicious. The best doner vendors marinate their lamb, chicken, or beef for days before stacking it on vertical spits. As the outer layer cooks to perfection, vendors shave off thin, caramelized slices while the interior continues cooking. The contrast between crispy exterior and tender interior, combined with fresh vegetables and creamy yogurt sauce, creates a handheld feast that satisfies at any hour. Berlin's Turkish Quarter offers dozens of vendors, each claiming their recipe is the most authentic. Street foods represent humanity's most democratic dining experiences, affordable, accessible, and authentically local. By 2024, the street vendor industry in the US is estimated at approximately $1.10 $1.3 billion. These 17 dishes barely scratch the surface of global street food culture, yet each tells a story of migration, adaptation, and culinary creativity. From Bangkok's bustling markets to Berlin's late-night stands, street food continues evolving while maintaining those essential qualities that make it irresistible: bold flavors, honest ingredients, and the human connection between cook and customer. Which of these street food adventures will fuel your next journey?